Hey everybody, today we're talking about a very important prepper tool, knives. This is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. And we're talking knives today. Lots of different knives, lots of different purposes. Let's go over a couple. I just want to show you some. I just grabbed some that I have. Some are more expensive, some are really inexpensive. So let's talk about knives. You want to have a variety. You want to have folding knives for concealability, for just using, quick and easy. You don't need to carry around a big fixed blade for everything, right? Then you got fighting knives, you got bushcraft knives, you got all different kinds of knives. You got full tang, you got partial tang or no tang. You have survival knives. There's a lot of different things to think about when you're selecting knives. What I suggest is having a variety. Have a good folder. Have a good fixed blade, like a bushcraft / fighting knife. And then maybe have a bigger knife, like a machete type thing, for using in different situations. Thickness of the blade matters. Can you use a Mora knife for batoning? No, you can't. Can you use a thicker knife? Yes, you can. What's batoning? Batoning is we take a stick, you take a knife, you stick it in the stick, and then you hammer down on the knife to split the stick, the wood, to make kindling or whatever else you need to use it for. So, I'm going to go biggest to smallest, I guess. First I got is this. This is a Kershaw, you can see right there. Nice, pretty nice knife. See how thick it is? Pretty thick, pretty heavy duty. This is the one I was talking about. Like, it's a knife, but it's almost a machete. This is really good for clearing brush, moving around. You can baton with this. It does have a 90-degree back, so that you can use it to scrape your ferro rod for a survival situation. It has lanyard holes. I don't really care about lanyards. It has a decent grip. It is full tang. It's molded though, so you can't see the full tang, but it is full tang. You can see it down in there, the metal right at the end. The metal goes all the way to the end. It's bolted through. Decent quality handle. It's like a rubberized type grip. Nice, good balance. It's a decent knife, and it wasn't very expensive. I think it was like under 40 bucks. Maybe 30 something bucks. I don't know. Maybe it was 50. I forget. But I like this knife. I haven't used it too much, as you can tell. It's fairly new because I keep this on my pack and I haven't just had a use for it yet. But there's an option. All right, this is a very inexpensive option. It is a M-Tech. Yes, not a knife that I would recommend. But it's 440 steel, USA designed, handcrafted in China. Yeah, not a full tang. This has, the blade goes to right about here, and then there's just a post that goes down and screws in down here. So not a good knife for batoning. Not really a good knife for anything other than if you just can't afford anything else. This was like 15 bucks, I think, at Big 5 Sporting Goods. It has a decent edge on it. It's pretty sharp. It has a sawtooth on the back. So there are some uses for knives like this. Just make sure you know what they are and what their weaknesses are. Mainly being the not having the full tang. It's a really weak point right here. This can break really easy, so you're not going to do anything hardcore, heavy duty with it. But if you need a knife, for bad situations, and that's all you can afford, well, you can go this route. Don't recommend it really though, but it's an option. This, probably seen this before. This is my Boker magnum. You can see right here. So Boker knives, this is 440 stainless. Boker knives are made in Germany. Really nice, high quality knives. Very more expensive. The Magnum line is their inexpensive line, made in China. Yeah, it's not the best, but I like this knife. I've used it a lot. You can see it's a good fighting knife. Look how thick it is. That's the thickest blade I have. So it's really nice and heavy. You can really get the good draw through. Also, if you're going like this, you can do the push down on the knife for better leverage. It's a decent fighting knife. And this could be a bushcraft knife, hard pommel for breaking glass, whatever. It's sharp. It keeps good edge. It works well. This is a good option. As you can tell, I like this, the kukri style. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I forget. Like these both have that style blade. I like that style blade. But, good option. This is my favorite knife. This is the SE6. Oh, first off, this you can get for about 80 to 100 bucks. So, you know, not super cheap, but not super expensive either, and it's a good knife. This SE6 about 120 to 150. You see it's the Rowan SE6 Randall's Adventure Training and Equipment Group model. This is a really good knife. Full tang, of course. You can see the blade going all the way back to the tang. The micarta panels bolted on. Just good quality knife. This does, however, have a the coating. You can see the, I don't know if you can see it, how it's kind of wrinkly. It is on the back, so it might not work very well on your ferro rod unless you scrape some of this coating off, or just start using your ferro rod and maybe that coating will just come off by itself. But this is a good, you know, survival knife. It's a decent fighting knife. It's not as thick as the Boker. See how the thickness difference? You could probably use this for batoning though. I'd be comfortable knowing that it's a good brand, good knife. So yeah, this is a good bushcraft knife, for fighting knife, survival knife. I love the SE6. I actually talked about wanting these for a long time in videos and stuff like that. One of my awesome patrons said, oh hey, I collect knives, I got a whole bunch of these laying around. He's like, you want me to send you one? Pfft, sure, of course, yeah, that'd be awesome. So I was thinking, oh, I'll just get this well-used old knife that he has laying around. No, brand new knife, brand new sheath, awesome. You guys rock. You guys really do. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. And while I'm talking about that, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, ring the notification bell, all the things. I appreciate it. And to share the videos. Anything to help out the channel, I really appreciate it, because we can grow the channel, we can reach more people, we can empower more people, get more people into preparedness, and doing more things like this. It's all about peace of mind. We want to be able to protect our families. We want to be able to provide for our families. We want our families to eat and not starve, right? Okay, so SE6, favorite knife. Next, this is a Browning Black Label tactical blades. And it's the Committed model 163BL. It's a decent knife, kind of interesting style. It does have serrations. I don't care for serrations on blades that much, but it is, as you can see, the metal running all the way through. It is full tang. It's fairly thick in this portion, but then it thins down up here. So yeah, you could use this for striking a ferro rod right here. I don't know what these little holes are here, maybe for weight reduction. I don't know, but it's a decent little knife. No problems with it. I've used it some. Keeps its edge pretty well. You could probably use this for some light batoning. Survival, gutting, skinning. The way that the blade profile there would be really good for skinning a deer out or something like that. But another option. Oh, and this was, I think this was like in the $30, $40 range-ish about. So there's another option for you. Another option. This is what I keep on my my belt with my stuff on it, that kind of stuff I can't talk about here. This is a Gerber, made in the United States, Portland, Oregon. This is the Gerber, I have a Gerber Prodigy, but this is the next step up, the Strong Arm. That's right, Gerber Strong Arm. Good knife, pretty thick for a nice little small knife. Sharp edge, you can use it for striking ferro rod. You could probably use this for some batoning. It's a decent survival knife, bushcraft knife, fighting knife. The grip is okay, it's pretty decent. It's an option, and this was about 50-ish, I think. I don't remember exact prices, but it's a good all-around knife. The Gerber Strong Arm. They also make, like I said, the Gerber Prodigy, which is less expensive. I think it's around 30 something. I don't know. So this was a little bit more, but it's a good knife. It's a good option, something to have. All right, next knife. I mentioned Mora knife. Yep, everybody's got to have a Mora knife, right? Thin, not for batoning, but very, very sharp, very good edge on it. Here you can see this, the Mora knife, made in Sweden. Thin little survival knife. Great for, I did a review when I had it from my primary bug out location, my cabin, and I hacked the crap out of everything with this, and I did get a couple little nicks in the blade, probably from hitting rocks or something like that, but This thing is a really good knife. And this is the Companion, Mora knife Companion, I think, for about 20 bucks. Good knife. You could use it as a kitchen knife. You could probably use it skinning and gutting and stuff, but really sharp, good knife, inexpensive. Always have some more knives laying around. They're good knives to have. Okay, so going on to some other knife options. This is a Leatherman Wave, but as you know, it does have a knife in it, right? Nice little utility knife. It's kind of dirty because I use it. And then it also has the saw blade knife. So there's some good options, and all the other things that a multi-tool has. That's a good way to have a knife because it's a small little, just general use knife. Use it on the campfire. You can carve with it, do whatever you need to do with it, chop up food. But it's all the other things that come with having a good quality multi-tool that make it worth getting. And let me see, we got a little inexpensive, okay, this is a Leatherman, nice little pocket knife with a little belt clip built in. Other than that, yeah, it's just a pocket knife. Simple little pocket knife. And I forget how to, oh, there we go. Push it in to release, pocket knife. Have different pocket knives around, like my EDC pocket knife here, my 0 tolerance, that I got to grind down because I broke the tip off because I was stupid and tried to use it like a screwdriver. But I'm just gonna grind it down, reprofile it, and then sharpen it. Love ZT knives, 0 tolerance knives. Good knife. It's a bigger pocket knife, but like I said, have different options when it comes to knives. You don't have to have 50,000 knives, but have a folder, have a multi-tool, have a good quality fixed blade. Actually, if I was gonna pick 4 knives, I would take this, the folder. I would take a multi-tool. I would take a SE6, and I would probably take one of these. So I'd have a good quality fixed blade, a bigger blade for hacking through brush, stuff like that, and doing more heavy duty work with it. And then I'd have this for a lot of other purposes. And then these 2 knives, I'd use them whenever I needed them. So those are the 4, if I had to pick a 4 out of this selection here. But anyway, have a good selection of knives, keep up on them, keep them sharp, take care of them, and buy quality, but you don't need to spend more than, say, 150 bucks. I mean, an SE6 is a good knife. You can spend hundreds of dollars on custom knives. But like I said, this is a good quality knife, and I think it was 40, maybe 50. I don't know. Good quality knife. And this one was under 100. It's another good quality knife. You get what you pay for. Like I said, unless you absolutely have to, I don't recommend getting a knife like this, a $15 to $20 knife. Unless it's a pocket knife. Some pocket knives that are in that price range aren't too bad, maybe 25-ish. But just want to talk about knives. And we all know how useful knives are. We use them in our everyday lives. We cut up our food with them. We open Amazon boxes with all of our preps coming in the mail with them. We use them for a lot of things. I use them for, cutting leaves off of plants when I'm thinning them. I use them for harvesting green onions. I use them for harvesting my garden. Primarily, that's what this is used for. The primary use for this that I use is for harvesting stuff out of the garden, trimming stuff in the garden, and opening Amazon boxes and Walmart boxes and stuff like that. But anyway, I love you guys, and I use them for trimming blackberries, as my little one is in the background whispering to me. You probably heard. I just hack them, keep them back with it. Variety and selection. You want to have the right tools for the job. So get the right tools, have the right tools to be ready for whatever it is coming, whatever situation you may be faced with. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.